Hello, my sweetheart. How are you? Remember, manage and enjoy, and you'll have a wonderful day. Manage. Simply manage things. Okay, so I showed you how some contradictions stopped me, forbid me from getting things that I secretly wanted. Okay, let me look for a spot. Okay, beautiful. I have a lovely castle behind me. You probably see it. The lovely Italy is full of them. Okay, so welcome everyone to the Zada-the-mouse experiment. We are proving with life facts the universal law of attraction. And why did I bother? Because it's been a while now, a few episodes we're working on this. Why did I bother? Because, my sweethearts, we all get our satisfactions by using it, because it's there and it's a queen upon our lives. If we learn how to handle this infallible law, we'll have a brighter life. So I do give you the mouse's examples, but it is mostly so that you can reflect and look throughout the luggage of your life, the reasons, the whys, and the means to become majestic. This is the point of the whole thing, okay? So, yes, I kind of traced down the editor story, and I think it did bring a little bit of light upon how contradictions forbid us from reaching our dreams. It is tricky, and it is tricks we've got to learn, the inner tricks. The clearer we see within us, the better we know how to handle this magnificent world that was given to us. And it is true. It sounds complicated, but it isn't, actually. But you need practice. You know, practice. That thing that takes us from theory to life. Practicing every day makes you discover new scents, new perfumes, new sounds, rainbows. It makes sense. It gives savor to our lives. So, therefore, I will underline shortly the law of attraction. What is it? It is that law that says that we are magnets. And how does a magnet work? A magnet is that thing that attracts things. So what would we like to attract? I would like to attract a beautiful lover. Yet, I stand in the house alone and I construct all kind of unuseful, unproductive thoughts about how the world is sad and how it lacks love and how people are not trustworthy, not at all. Tell me, what will you attract? Honestly, I don't mean tell me. Because your desire was great company. But you are contradicting it. You are saying that such thing can't be. Is it useful? Will it take you where you want to go? In the meantime, you're not getting out of the house. In the meantime, within your hearts, there are only ghosts. Because you know what? I'll tell you what. The world is so diverse. It is so rich of everything. Yes, there are bad people and there are good people. Yes, there are beautiful places and less adapted for life, let's call them. There's everything. There's one who knows and said, whatever you desire can be your universe. That is why. And contradictions mean fears. And fears forbid us from seeing and from taking what we desire, my dearest. And that is the trick that tricks us almost every time and makes us suffer with our own hand. So, easy. Lighten up. Broaden your sight. Whenever you feel bad, dig. Understand why. Because there is a contradiction which forbids you from reaching to what you desire. This is how you identify contradictions, and I'll give you some examples. Simple, the mouse's examples, and it is for you to find concrete life stories of yourself so that you make peace with them, so that you can broaden your sight and understand that choice is the most magnificent gift when attraction is involved. Attract the things you want. There's the empty pool and the full pool. And you are used to suffering and not getting what you want. You'll jump in the empty one and you'll get hurt. It is attraction. It is a choice that you will not know how, because after we do it, we know we didn't want it. And we say, what do we say? We say, how in the world did I ever get to do this? And it is attraction. And you have to smash that chain that keeps taking you to whatever you don't like. So Zada grew up, he had a rather nice childhood. It looks like a long story, right? Yes, it is. My life story is rather long, and I am happy about it. And I am planning on long stories again. And, okay. I realized, because I reflect often, I realized that I carried a lot of luggage which was not mine. And what is it? What am I talking about? I am talking about beliefs that we find across our street, and we think they're ours. Why? Because mommy told you that life is hard and it's supposed to be a fight. You will fight all life long. Because daddy told you that you're not worth it. And these are concrete Zada's experience. I had a mom who was suffering. It's not her fault. She was a child who didn't know how to handle things. And it's okay. We are all learning, right? But baby Zada had no idea. No one told her that everyone has his own reality. So Zada is presented mommy's reality, and she acts like a victim every single day of her life because she's arguing with daddy, because therefore she tries to get those attentions, so she's yelling pain. Every time she's cooking, oh, it's only me. Every time she's cleaning up, oh, it's only me. Every time she's going to work, oh, I'm only doing it for you. By the way, that was my dad's chore as well. And Zada is presented these things as reality. What does baby Zada think? Reality is this. Why? You tell me why. No, I'll tell you why. Because we trust. We need to trust the people who take care of us, who present it to us. So it's trust that makes us feel a bag with other people's stuff. And you don't need to look for someone to blame, because it's just life, and we wisen up growing, right? So Zada wakes up one morning and she's a mom. And what happens? Zada goes to the kitchen. I would like to do this, but you know what? Poor me, I have to cook. And while she's cooking, she's kind of enjoying some things. And she gets a glimpse. Oh, I like this thing. Oh, I would like to do it better, because she's not usually doing good stuff. She's just cooking for, someone to fill his belly, And while she's enjoying something on her own, just because she felt like enjoying it, she gets the glimpse. I got the glimpse, my sweethearts. And I realized at once, in a flash, my whole life passed before my eyes. And I saw myself being my mother and whining and complaining. That is not me. I didn't need. And when I felt it, life never tasted like victim before again. I swear to God. Of course it needs some exercise, because after 40 years that you got used to being a victim and just believing it without defining it, it's habits that grow day by day. It is natural that it takes some time, and you wake up every morning and remember, wait, I am myself. I love my baby. Don't think I don't know that my mom loved me, that she loved my father. They suffered, but they didn't know how to love each other. But it is not about being bad people. It is about learning to handle. What did I tell you when we started this movie? Manage. Manage calmly when you are relaxed. When you fill yourself with love and start from love. And this is what I was talking right 3 seconds ago. When you start from love, you see clearly. You are lucid and creative, and you find those amazing solutions that are already there for you. And yes, every morning after I had this light ray upon me that I'm not a victim, and I every morning I remembered I love my daughter and my family and my house. I love it being ordered. I love it when beautiful things surround me, so I make them beautiful. So what? Of course I need some things, but most of them are pleasant. I keep the objective. I touch things that I like. I create things, And it is amazing. I cannot no longer be a victim. And I could never again be my mother. She changed in time, and so did I. And okay, so my relationship in the family was at a certain time, because I understood how rich I was and I couldn't see it before. I didn't realize, and I couldn't look at my baby with love, full love, only because I thought I was the servant. And it is not true. I love doing things for her. She's my baby. Of course I do. It's the most precious thing in my life. She taught me about love in so many unexpected and expected ways. I cannot tell. Life is magnificent, my friends. And let's tell you about my dad. He comes from almost an Arab kind of society. They tell, there where he was born, that women are worth nothing. They should stand behind, walk behind. They should just obey. It is funny every now and then because they have jokes upon it, and most of them don't really believe it, as in I'll tie you to the bed and you don't go out and put the veil on. And no, it's a kind of life that perhaps for them gives some kind of good taste. But you know what I realized after, of course, I discovered true love and thought and saw things, thinking about being a mom, it brought me to understand that I was full of scars. And I was doing it because I believed what my parents told me. He was saying, of course, women are no good. But it's not his fault. He was taught so. He didn't. Often he would say it smiling because, you know what, he saw the things my mom would do. She is a magnificent, incredibly intelligent person, creative, a good person. So they could see every now and then the glimpse that she's not, as history taught him, he should watch women, right? But apart from that, he would smile and say it. Sometimes he would joke about it, and my mom wasn't laughing. And so I didn't laugh, because you know what? After 40 years of life, I realized that the things I gathered from my parents, from other people around, we meet people who impress us, and we take for good whatever they say. And it's not our luggage, it's not our stuff. Reflect by yourself, feel what you are thinking about, and you'll know the truth. You'll discover it and release yourselves from burdens which make no sense for your life. Okay? And I will conclude because it's beginning to turn long, and we will come back tomorrow with the same story to end it. My dearest, remember this. In order to understand which are the contradictions that forbid you from reaching your dreams, every time you don't feel good, wonder why, and follow a path of logical history stories that will lead you certainly at once to the root of that contradiction, because contradictions are things that do not belong to you. So when you get things that don't belong to you, the path grows heavy, really heavy, a drag. Sweethearts, Zada-the-mouse kisses your heart, and enjoy your day.